Okay, y'all, can we just talk for a second about all the trauma and trust issues that come from getting a divorce? And this is even when you had like a decent, amicable divorce. There's a lot that comes with that. So I get the question all the time, like, am I dating? Am I seeing anyone? And like, y'all, dating is not easy. And I say this because when you date, you're dating to marry, or you're dating to be with that person for the rest of your life, right? So if you're divorced, you've already been through this. You already had that thought process. You thought you found your person and like, joke's on you. And in my case, like, we didn't hate each other. However, now when I say trust issues, I know people are going to be like, cheating. No, that's not where I'm going with this. So where I'm coming from is the fact in the blink of an eye, I had to get my own bank accounts. I had to find a job when I've been a stay-at-home mom for however long and I have a gap in my work experience. I had to get my own car loan because the car was not in my name. The list goes on and on and on. It's just that I never want to be in that position again where I'm literally starting over in life. And I know I'm not alone. I've met so many people where it's like, we were so invested into our families, or you're so invested into someone else, and in the blink of an eye, you're on your own. So we're still working through some trauma, as you can see. So like, dating's not at the top of my priority list, but you know, baby steps.
After wrecking your own home, now you have to get used to being the strong and independent woman you always want to be. So stop complaining about the new life you chose. I noticed that you say that the reason for your divorce was not infidelity. Perhaps it was something that could be fixed and kept the marriage strong for your children. But the modern woman, gentlemen, doesn't want the same fate as the grandmothers and great-grandmothers who fought for the family and put the mental health of the children first. Today, they just want to enjoy a date, leaving their children with strangers in the house.
Here's a lovely little PSA that nobody asked for. You wonder why the divorce rate's so high? You wonder why there's so many women in their 20s, 30s, 40s that are not in relationships or not getting married just because they plain don't want to? Or why there's so many single moms in the world right now? It's very easy, very simple. Women are not accepting the bare minimum. Let me say that again. Women are not accepting the bare minimum anymore. If you want to be a partner, please be a partner. If you want to be in a relationship, please give benefit to someone. I can pay my own bills. I can make my own food. I can raise my own kids. I understand that you're tired at the end of the workday, but so am I. But guess what? Someone has to do the laundry. Someone has to make dinner. Someone has to watch the kids. If you're not going to do that with someone, then just don't do it. Because we can do it all ourselves. And we have a lot less socks to turn right side in the laundry. So thank you.
Men are not accepting the bare minimum anymore. Let me say it again. Men are no longer accepting the bare minimum. Do you really want to know why divorce rates are so high or why there are so many single mothers? The reason is that modern women no longer want the commitment of marriage. They think marriage is just a party that is shared on social media and that's it. However, raising children and keep your husband happy is a hard task that requires femininity, something rare in modern women today. Finally, if you can pay your bills and take care of the kids on your own like you're saying, don't complain that men prefer a young 20-year-old woman to a crank 30-year-old divorcee.
So many comments on my dating with kids after divorce. After reading through all the comments, this is the second thing I'm going to say. If you do decide to introduce your kids, and you will at some point, right? I recommend waiting a year to make sure you go through all the ups and downs, because if you're a single parent, you don't get to see this person very much. So waiting a year till you can see each other like 50 times is not a bad idea, and it allows you both to kind of go through the ebbs and flows and make sure it's something that you want to do. And here's why I recommend doing this. From the kid's perspective, I think every kid is different. It might not bother them to meet multiple partners throughout their life. It might though. The main thing that I want to impart to you in why I recommend waiting is because once your kids' emotions get involved, it might change the way that you make decisions about your partner. And this is a very important decision, as we all know. If you've been through divorce or you're a single parent, like, relationship choices matter. And the fewer amounts of emotional experiences you have that are informing your decision making, the better. Breakups are super tough to go through. So it's even harder when you've got kids that are also in love with this person and really like this person and don't want this person to go away. It can make it really difficult for you in the grieving process if you do decide that you want to let them go. Do what you want. It's not a blueprint. I'm just saying it's going to make it harder for you.
How about not normalizing date for your kids, lady? How about not introducing your dozens of new boyfriends to your children and let the children's father take care of them? I'm sure a single dad is much more reliable for a child than a single mother. After the divorce, what you want more is to find a new simp than to try to reconcile with the father of your children.
I picked my 6-year-old up from school today, and she said to me, "Mom, Dad has a girlfriend. Why don't you have a boyfriend? Is it because you're just really bad at dating people?" Okay, first of all, why are you attacking me? And second, yes.
Even at just 6 years old, your daughter already knows you shouldn't be dating because you've already had a brutal encounter with the wall.
Being your own person in your 30s as a single mom and trying to date could be a real adventure. And not a good adventure. It's not a walk in the park. And if it is a walk in the park, it's Jurassic Park. There are some dinosaurs out there, let me tell you. So I've been dating the same person for a while. And the number one thing I noticed about him is that he is his own person. He is his own person. He has his own life, own job, own car, own home, own friends, own family, his own. And I have my own life, my own job, my own responsibilities, my children. When we are together, we incorporate each other into our lives and share about our lives, but we are never forcing our life upon the other person. We volunteer to take part in it. What is really important to me at this phase in my life, at this point in my life, is that my children are number one. My job is at the highest importance for me because it provides for my children. I don't want to rely on a man for financial help. I don't want to rely on a man for the ins and outs of the things I need every day. I want a partner that I can share my life with and that he can share his life with me, that we can be there in the good times and bad times, but we are not relying on each other to complete each other. We are complete people who together make life better and sweeter, but we would be okay on our own if we didn't have each other, because being together should be a choice, not a necessity. And that is what I call an adult, healthy, stable relationship.
It must really be a Jurassic Park dating a dinosaur like you, lady. I don't believe that even in 2023 there are still modern women saying they are single by choice. There is no choice, and the only ones who care about you are Chad and Tyrone.
What was my worst date ever during my dating escapades after a divorce? I'm so glad you asked. I can't wait to tell you. So I picked the place in downtown Miami. He's like, great, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, see you there. Awesome. Side note, he also went out of his way to say, I'm very punctual, so I will be there right on time. I'm like, oh, how refreshing. So I get there a couple minutes early. I valet the car, and oh, wait, I'm a little early. What am I supposed to do? I'll grab myself a little drink, sit my ass out at the bar. 7:15 rolls around, no text and no sight of the guy. Now it's 7:30. Is this guy for real? 7:40, I walk out with my head held high by myself. No text, no call, but I do get a call 2 days later. You're not going to believe what happened to me. When I left to go to meet you for dinner, I put my phone on top of the car. I listened politely as he talked about his flying phone, and then I said, have a great day. Bye. During my dating escapades after divorce, I once went on a date with a guy who said, yeah, I'm just waiting for my Ferrari. I said, what does that even mean? And then he gave me a laundry list of items that were a requirement for his Ferrari, which is the type of how much money she made, how tall she was, no kids, her education, all these items that for him were like, that's a Ferrari. Awesome. I then went back down to eating my dinner, and that was that. We never saw nor talked to each other again, and that's okay. There was no regrets. There was no like, oh, I wasted my time. Not at all. You know why? Because I look at dating as data collection, as you should too. Okay, we had a few conversations, didn't go so well. It's okay. I got to learn something. I was like, okay, I don't want a guy who's super superficial. Okay, great. Now I learned that. Guys, follow me for more fun, awesome, positive dating stories after divorce.
Today is my 45th birthday, and I got some lovely flowers from my mom and stepdad. And this is going to be the first year celebrating as a single mom. Happy about it.
It is just me, or can you also see the eyes of a person who cry all night on this woman's face? Don't pity on her, folks. The years of freedom and dating apps are all in front of her.
Just a reminder, if you are the one that filed, you did your best and you know it. You did not just get up and walk away. You did not break up your family. You weren't the one who gave up. You tried your best, and when abuse was no longer tolerable, you had the courage to create a better life for your kids, yourself, and both of your futures. I'm so proud of you. I know there's moments where you doubt yourself and you miss what could have been, you miss the life that was supposed to be, and you feel guilt and shame because you're the one who filed. Please remember, you did the best you could. It's going to be okay. You deserve a safe love. You deserve a happy love. And so give yourself some love and compassion. You're worth it.
Women are being celebrated for wrecking their own homes. It is despicable the modern women do not realize that divorce is not the solution to problems in marriage and think that the grass is green on the other side. Women are quitters at marriage and then complain when no other man of value want them. Women are becoming more focused on personal fulfillment and happiness, which translates to partying and hooking up. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, folks. We greatly appreciate your time and interest in our video. Thank you for watching.